Hey, what's up? It's Jim, and I just got back from the new film, Now You See Me. A group of 4 magicians called the Four Horsemen, who each have different magician things they're good at. Isla Fisher's character is an escape artist. Jesse Eisenberg's character is a card trick guy. Woody Harrelson is a hypnotist, and Dave Franco is a pickpocket, which I guess is magic. So they band together to make this show in Vegas called The Four Horsemen, in which they rob banks and give money back to the people. And Mark Ruffalo has been assigned to stop them, catching them before they can do another bank heist, since they're doing 3 different shows that will have 3 different outcomes, and he is there to try and stop them, even though they are always eluding him and always 2 steps ahead. This film is perfectly constructed in the 3-act structure because it has 3 different shows that they're doing, and each one has a different height. A lot of movies do that sometimes, where you do 3 acts and each act has a different setting. Back to the Future 2 does it quite well, and Now You See Me does it fairly well, and actually has 2 really strong acts, and mostly because the director Louis LaTurner, I guess that's how you say his name, he realized, I guess, that this is kind of a stupid concept to have these magicians steal money from these people. It's just kind of a whole bunch of stupid. So why don't we have the movie move as fast as humanly possible? Let's have the camera always moving. Let's have things always happening, always action, always beats, always moving, going. So you don't and can't and won't think about how stupid this movie really is. But then it all comes to a screeching halt, as most Hollywood movies do, at the 3rd act, when they explain shit and the movie falls apart. When it comes down to it, it's more fun to watch the magic trick than to see the magic trick explained to us. And even though that's basically what Morgan Freeman's character is doing, he makes a living revealing magicians and showing how magicians' tricks work, and he's more popular than any other magic person ever. At the first 2 acts it kind of works, but I think the other problem with the 3rd act is it's so predictable. You can figure out everything that's going to happen in the 3rd act. And even when they fall into things, they're like, no, they explained how that worked in the 2nd act. They told you how this is going to happen. They literally showed you. You just have to figure out the clues. It's just a really stupid movie. The director who directed The Incredible Hulk and the first 2 Transporter films and Clash of the Titans, and I don't really like a lot of his movies beyond the Transporter movies, and I think this is way better than The Incredible Hulk and Clash of the Titans. And it's kind of dumb when big Hollywood super corporate summer movies try to be like, yeah, we're for the people, man. We're like giving money back because of these hard economic times. It's actually in a way eviler than the evil villains in this movie that they're stealing from. I always hate that in mainstream movies. The director and screenwriter have very naive ideology on something from a rich man's perspective, looking out from like their golden balcony, going like, oh, I know, wouldn't it be great if people gave money to the people? And go, I mean, not my money, because I like my money, but you know, other richer people, they should pay, man. And it's like, yeah, but how many of you made millions of dollars off this? And then the end is just horrible. I think most 3 acts in Hollywood films are pretty bad because it just peters out. They aren't as concerned with the audience. They're concerned with like wrapping up this crap story that no one cares about. I think the 3rd act of this movie is particularly bad because I don't think I really cared about these characters or how things wrapped up. I just wanted to see a satisfying conclusion, and it felt like the first 2 acts were going quickly and bombarding you, and I feel like when it was bombarding the audience and being quick about it almost reminded me of Premium Rush, the pace to it, not the movie. Premium Rush is a lot better than this movie, but the way it's like just constantly moving and going like boom, 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 boom. And Now You See Me was really good at that, and I think is when it recognized in the direction that this was not a good movie and it was stupid, it worked. But as soon as it tried to take itself seriously, the whole theory of the 3rd act was wrong, because you can't go like have us all constantly moving and constantly bombarded and then slow down. If it had kept that pace and kept knowing its stupidity, the guy who directed this, he directs it like someone who directed a Transporter movie would, and he kind of gets somewhat the strength of his direction, at least in the first 2 acts. And it's kind of a shame that I feel like if this movie had really gotten how dumb it is, the way like a Fast and the Furious film gets how dumb it is, then you'd have an enjoyable yet stupid summer movie. Not one that I particularly liked even with the first 2 acts, but at least got the entertainment and the joy of the audience with it. But then the 3rd act just kind of falls apart in a typical Hollywood bad 3rd act way, and it just got stupider and stupider and longer, and it's like, I don't care about these characters. I think the problem with this is, like, don't care about your dumb story. You know, you're not the season finale of a TV show where people care about these characters and they have to see how they end. Care about the movie and the flow of the movie, and the third act kind of let go of all of that. It's like only 2/3 entertaining, and then you just get a really bad third act, and then you start to think about how dumb this movie really was, which is not doing this film any favors. So if you have seen Now You See Me and you would like to talk about it, then comment below in the comments and subscribe if you would like to.